Bing, and we're live. It is the Kent Beck Scrum. We are Sam and Sigu and Dimitri, and so I'm continue to be slightly overwhelmed by the NHS Wiki project. They had booked me huge loads of meetings talking to different stakeholders all last week, and then another one this morning. And I now have control of my schedule again, and hopefully we will sort things out. Still adjusting to the time change. I'm going to basically need to leave in 10 minutes to go and do the Agile Book Club podcast, so only a quick chance to catch in, not really time to do a proper local support kickoff. Hi Cess, and yeah. So I mean, I'm still on catch up. Things should sort of be returning to normality from tomorrow, but I haven't even really had a chance to look at the pull requests or anything yet. And I'm appearing on Ruby Rogues again tomorrow. And yes, there's just lots of things to get done. The big thing is this NHS Wiki project scrambling. Also to get we've got the AV 102 course, which is the TA training course for the MOOC. But that's me. Sigu, how are things going with you?
Okay, so this time round I managed to do the spacing, the little CSS I was to do.
Right, yes.
Nothing more to report during the week. I'll actually pick another issue for this particular week before the next kickoff. And hopefully I'll be able to pick an issue even without discussion on the kickoff. So I'll be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you're looking for a new issue. Yes.
Yes. For the probably if we talk about an issue that SES had, so that might be the only thing we need to discuss.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I can see. Yeah, you've got a fix for the spacing on the buttons, which looks great. Yeah, and wonderful the padding there. That's great. That's a great quick fix. I think there is an approach there. I saw Marowen using, which is kind of more consistent. There are. I think with the Bootstrap, there are some sort of form groupings that we're supposed to be using. But anyway, yes, that's a great. I think I'll just get that in as a first pass. Yeah, and we'll cycle back around on it. Excellent work. Sigu, yes, going on to Dimitri. This is our Scrum where people check in and say how they're doing. Welcome to your first Scrum. Anything to report going on with you? Anything technically blocking you at the moment?
I haven't been working for a while because I spent time working on my mailing course.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to report. It's nothing is blocking me.
Cool. Good stuff. Maybe looking forward to doing some more on the tennis kata at some point.
Yeah, sure.
Indeed, yeah, it'd be nice to finish that up. I was very pleased I was able to connect you and Ryder to. I guess you guys might pair sometime this week.
Yeah, it looks like we might.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed for that. It makes me. I want a system that allows more people to pair, and just with great ease. But there we go. Let's just go on to thanks, Dimitri. Great to have you in the Scrum. Cess, how are things going with you?
Hello, I'm good. Yeah, I haven't done a lot in the last week, but I had some issue in trying to fetch and merge the changes, but Sigu helped me out.
Okay, right.
Yeah, but in the course of the week, I'll take another issue.
Okay, great. Yes, yeah, because we were talking here. Yeah, and so Sigu's helped you out there. You've got right, because we had this thing this week or last week, sorry. Yeah, where there was the new stuff on the develop branch that people had to pull in and so on. Okay. Yeah. So, and Sigu, is that under control? Is there something we need to look at together, or are we good?
Other than what? Sorry?
I'm just, so it sounds like Cess had this problem, but you helped her fix it. And now, are we all good? Is there any blocker for, from your point of view, Sigu, or yours, Cess, that we need to look at together, or just the only thing now is to choose new stories for Sigu and Cess?
the main problem was the VCR files.
Yes.
I guess you moved the .gitignore.
I did, yes.
So yeah, SES was receiving the VCR files.
Mm-hmm.
So many of them. So I actually informed her to create a separate pull request for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how you think about that.
Yeah, right. I'm seeing that here. Yeah, well, I guess the technique that I use when I mean, as we've talked about before, these VCR files, it's a kind of mixed evil, but the thing to do, particularly in this case, where what had happened was we had this this new load of code coming back in, is if you find yourself like, so the git status, and you've got like some big loads of files that are unchecked in, as long as you're not developing a new Cucumber feature, you can potentially delete them. What I do quite a lot is I do rm-rf like this, features, what have we got? It's like we've got VCR cassettes, right? You can do that, yeah. But then you can do git account features VCR cassettes like this, yeah, and then you get them back. So I mean, I can do that. You can see git status, lots of things, and then we can do this. Oops, no, wrong one. Like that, and then, but it's kind of like sometimes what will happen is that when your tests fail, right, the network interactions kind of go wrong, or additional network interactions happen, or this, that, and the other, and that can generate additional VCR cassettes or changes to the existing VCR cassettes that actually, you know, are maybe irrelevant. So it is annoyingly tricky, but usually there's a way to kind of like reset, you know, just clear it out, and then pull down, you know, whatever branch you're on the base, and assuming that you've now got your tests all passing and you rerun, hopefully then you'll, you know, when you do get status, you don't see any changes. Does that make any sense at all?
Yes, it does.
Great. I kind of feel like, you know, I need to write a book, well, not a book necessarily, but a short paper with diagrams to really make all the different parts of it clear. And that's one of the things that makes me think maybe we should move away from VCR, because maybe it's too complicated. But yeah, I think it follows up like here. I guess if we look at the changes, so you've got like a separate pull request there, which is, this is just, oh, I guess so. This is right. This is the same PR, but just with the VCR files as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think the VCR file should be moved out.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm go on, Sugu.
Maybe she can cherry pick the commits. Cherry picking.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I think the one good way to go would be just to take the existing develop branch with its additional VCR files on it, fork that, you know, check out another branch off that, and then cherry pick the commits that you need into it, and then open a new pull request off that, if you want to give that a go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because in principle, you shouldn't need to have, like, the breadcrumbs are not reaching out to any third-party service. So in principle, they shouldn't necessarily be checking in any new VCR files. And the new VCR files that you had in your system says may just be, you know, the side effect of different merge collisions and testing fails and this, that, and the other. So I think they can probably safely be deleted. Okay, so
I think we can put that out with SES.
Yeah, okay. I'll leave it for you. But if you get stuck, I mean, I feel bad because you know, like we have this kind of complicated thing that's a bit difficult to work with, and it's a poor developer experience. and I would love to work out a way to make the developer experience better. But yeah, I'll leave it with you. But feel free, if you get stuck, do reach out and let us talk about it in the local support channel. And maybe one of the things from this is that we need to change the flow of how the project works to make it easier for developers to work with. But
okay.
Do either of you need pointers in terms of choosing the next story? Or Cess, you do? Yeah?
That's me.
Yeah, I can use some pointers.
Sure, right, because you just on the breadcrumbs one. Yeah, let me go over here. Let's go to Pivotal. I'm really behind on this. I need to get a client meeting sorted together, and there we go. So I guess you might, if you've done that, you might want to come in to work with Stella on the events thing.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, like maybe should we just have a little? We could have a very, very fast, quick vote on the search local events. Should we try and do that one? I think is Stella's already working on the view the list of upcoming events. Search events. I've just yep. So I've got a vote up there in the search events. So now the way I'd see this feature is that we would just do the absolute simplest thing possible. So we, like the search that we've got currently for volunteers, basically we would just have like here in the first instance. I mean, people could be searching for events, checking for give me an event on a Wednesday, or I think in the first instance, we would just copy this exact interface and we would match the text against anything in the event title or description. Yeah. And yeah, that would be it. It would work exactly like the volunteer text does here, like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. Are we ready to vote on this story? Yeah, looks like Sigu is. Sigu's ready to vote, so I'm going to do my vote. And Cess, if you'd like to vote. Dimitri, I know you don't know the project or anything, but you're more than welcome to vote if you're interested. I mean, you need to join the local support channel, but there we go.
I don't know anything, so
yeah, don't worry. Just I don't want you to feel excluded. But all right, we've got our 3 votes in, which is our usual requirement. And also Sergios is voting as well. We can have a look there. Right, so we've all gone for simple. Mantius has gone for medium. Of course, he's asynchronous. Mantius, care to explain why you thought medium? We were just discussing in Scrum. I guess and I don't think he was watching. So I think we can probably leave that as something, for the channel there to discuss. I think, Cess, you could certainly start investigating it. And, if we don't hear back from Mantios pretty quickly, I mean, I imagine we'll be able to, converge on the 1 pointer, and then you can have a go on it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Great, fantastic. Yeah. Great to see you all. Sorry to rush off today. I've got to work out a better time. Just out of interest, actually, Sigu and Cess, is Mondays a good day for you? Would there be a different day on the week that would be a better day for you? For example, Thursday, or is Monday?
Monday is good for me.
What? Say again?
Monday is good for me.
Monday is the best day for you at the moment. What about you, Sigu?
Monday is good for me because of the evening mob that you normally have, and for the Craft Academy. Yeah.
Okay, the evening mob thing that happens on Wednesdays and Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Mondays are good. That helps. I will catch up. I will see you again next Monday, if not before.
Okay. Bye.
Bye for now. Take care.
Sam.
Hey, Dimitri.
What are you going to do next?
Right now, I'm going to go and record a podcast about agile development.
Oh, okay. It just said that it's pair hookup.
Yes,
Hookup.
it is pair hookup
so,
as well. Yes, sorry. So what I could have done. I mean, I think Sigo and Sess are now going to pair, and I should have asked. I forget to do this recently, but at the end, it's partly because I've got a rush of the thing. I should have said, "Does anybody want to pair?" And so maybe. Oh, that's Sergio. Yeah. Hey, Sergio. Sergio, your audio is really bad. You might want to reload your browser. I'm afraid that I've got to run now. Yes, so you've picked me up there, Dimitri. Right now, usually we'd have more time. I wouldn't have another thing immediately afterwards, and I would try and, but for example, we've got Dimitri. Like I could be trying to introduce you to Sergios and sorting out his audio problem. And Sergios is based in Greece, by the way. Also Sess and Sigo are online, and if you were interested in pairing with them on the local support project, that would be a possibility. The stuff we've just been voting on. But yeah, there are also the other of these kind of hookups. There'll be another one like in about 3 hours, 2 hours, another one in 2 hours, and there's one that's X many hours earlier. Maybe we need to start another pair hookup one that's better for the New Zealand folks. But sorry to be kind of crazy but I've got to run off and do this podcast now. But I'll be on again very soon. Does that make any sense?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, thanks.
All right. Sorry to love you and leave you. Bye for now.